Hi, welcome back. So today I want to speak about intuition and connecting with your intuition. I'll see you soon. So welcome back. This is Matt from Karnak Holistics, which we learn together and we grow together in the sight of God. So today I want to speak about intuition and what's the difference between intuition and thinking. Now, the biggest part of intuition or the biggest part of thinking as well is really understanding what the difference is. Now, thinking is what happens up here. When you get an intellectual idea about a process or a way of feeling, it's not actually a feeling, it actually originates from the brain, which is the mind. Now, there are big science studies into the mind of the heart. Yes, the mind of the heart. Now, the heart is more powerful electronically than the brain is. I think it gives over like 100,000 or more, even energy volts out than the brain does. Now, there's been lots of scientific research into this. Now, the heart has its own way of thinking. And have you ever heard of the saying, join the heart and mind together to be more powerful? That's what they talk about. If you can align the both, that's when you can shift to higher frequencies. So the heart is what predominantly where the spirit sits, or just a bit lower. But the heart thinks for itself and goes and is ruled by intuition. Now, intuition is a knowing, not thinking, and it's not words, it's a knowing. So it's not when you just distinctly know that what you are feeling is right. Now, then there's ego. Ego likes to control or tries to manipulate the intuition, which it can't be because the ego tries to rationalize any kind of ways of change into yourself. So basically, what the ego does goes, "Oh my gosh, this he's changing or she's changing. I need to take control. I need to try and rationalize all these things that are going on for them one way or another." When it's just not right, and it's just in that sense is that's where you need to identify the difference between the ego thinking and also intuition. Now, the ego will kick in when you're thinking, and that's when you get a lot of people go, well, okay, well, I'm gonna turn around and tell him or her that I'm gonna leave my job, I'm gonna do this. Ego kicks in. Yeah, but you're gonna be unemployed, you won't have much money, you won't be able to do the things that you would normally would be able to do. You won't be able to do this, and then it comes rationalized. Now, the reality is sometimes the ego can be quite useful in the processes of development in that sense. But when you've got a knowing, intuition, that comes straight from the creator or from your third or from the third dimension, or to say from your higher self. And it's important for you to really identify and really encapsulate and really evolve and really drill down into what intuition is. Be driven by intuition. You could say it's your gut feeling. Now, the reality is, as things shift and as you develop, you would realize that the ego and the intuition can work together, but you must always try to stick with intuition because intuition is really, more than likely, never wrong. When you instinctively know, like for example, when it just feels right, there's no words, it just feels right. There's no dialogue, there's no compromise, it's just you just feel right. You meet someone for the first time, yeah, I really like that person. You don't know why, you just like that person. Or when you get a new car, yeah, this feels right. It feels right. And then when you've got that job, and yeah, I'm really happy about that job. That it just feels right. Yeah, and it's just like You just know. This is where the law of attraction kicks in. Now, the law of attraction states, see, believe, receive. So now, when we say see, right, we say see with your eyes, you know, and then this is where intuition kicks in and gratitude. So let's talk about the law of attraction, see, believe, receive, involving gratitude, involving intuition. So when you see something and you know it's right, it sits there, and then you believe it just remains there. You don't need to worry about getting any other changes or making any other shifts or trying to manipulate it, and then you receive it. This is why you hear me many times saying, people that's worked with me, I've said, all right, so you know what you want, put it on your vision board, put it in your diary, and just forget about it. Leave it to the universe to sort it out. Because when you try to ego it takes even longer. And this is why I say, like, it's all good to put any energy goes where the attention flows. So where you focus your intention and where you put your mind or your intuition, it will drive it in that direction. I work with many people who, over a period of time, have been in a situation where they have no way out of their current situation. They've either lost their jobs, or they're on situations where they could be losing their jobs, or they're in a relationship and it's falling apart. But they want to still stay with that person because they're in love. So the step would be is to really trust in what you want. You know, just let spirit do its thing. Don't try and manipulate, don't try and control, don't try and make it fit into the way it was. I went through a process of doing that in my mind, in myself, is where I really wanted something to happen. I think if I just nudge it a bit more down the right direction, it will move quicker. And what happened? It gets slower and it slows down. And it slowed down even more. So what I do now is like, and this really irritates a lot of people I know, is like, I'll think of something and I'll work in it, because I got an inspired action, that intuition. I'd work in it. And then once that like torch is burnt off, I'll go and work on something else. But that intuition or that project I've been working on starts growing. Big example with UK Ghost Explorers. And then I've been pulled back into Karnak Holistics and focus on Karnak and developing it. And that's what my intuition, or I'm guided by, is intuition. And obviously, when I'm working with people, I see something, and if I want something, you can put that into your life as well. If you want to achieve something, or you want to achieve a goal, put it out there and don't stress about it. Don't try to make it happen. Don't try and influence anyone, you know. And there's many people that want a relationship and they are with somebody and they want them to be with them, and that person's not seeing eye to eye. There's a saying that I say is like, if they're meant to be there, they will be there. And you just need to trust. And the important thing is you need to work on you. When that person's moved away from you and they are keeping their distance, or they may not be into you, that's why I done a video. 10 points why they may not be into you. I did that when I said it's a positive video. I used that because I felt instinctively that if you know that they're not into you, you can link with that, and then you can just step back and let go and let God. And the universe will then step in and make things happen. Now, I just wanted to put a short video down about intuition and thinking and a bit about ego. And then what I'm going to do on my next video is really drill down more into intuition and also the law of attraction, and how you can use intuition and the law of attraction to achieve higher prosperity and happiness. So I'll see you in the next video. You stay safe and you stay blessed. Much love from the Eternal Flame.